How's it going, guys? It's Crescenda. I am with, I don't know what to... Should I just say fortune gentleman?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'm with fortune gentleman. Um, we're just gonna talk a little bit about, um, where I've been for the past while. I've been getting ready for Otakon. I actually just got back last night.
Woo.
And I figured I should, have a little something to talk about as far as conventions go and just opinions being thrown around. I don't think have you ever been to Otakon?
Have you ever been to Kotakon?
No, Otakon. Have you ever been to Otakon?
Um, Sadly, no. I've been to other cons, but not that one.
The Otakon in Baltimore.
No, I've never been
Okay. Um so what conventions have you been to?
there. Crap.
You have you ever been to one?
I have. I just can't remember their names. I'm
Good
not good.
job. Good
I'm not.
job.
I'm not good with remembering their names. I remember one of them. I believe it's called the Septocon.
Mm.
All I remember about it had Con from Bleach and a Transformer half and half together. The other ones were just like regular conventions for anime.
Mm. Yeah, this one is not like Comic-Con where everything's like thrown into place. It's strictly I guess for anime. Well, not strictly for anime, but it is mostly surrounded by anime and Japanese culture.
Yay!
Um so as far as conventions and cosplay goes, um have you ever cosplayed?
Yes.
Okay. No, be honest here, did you actually make your stuff or did you buy it on eBay?
Make.
Awesome. All right. Um, there were cosplays that I've mostly bought, but the other one, there were a few that I did make.
But where's the heart and soul?
I know, I know. That's because I'm not good at making things, but some people don't have that artistic or not artistic, but like the creativeness. Um,
That's why you gotta learn how to sew.
I know, I know. Um, for those who probably have seen me at Otakon, I was Mio from Fatal Frame 2, Crimson Butterfly. Not the one from Deep Crimson Butterfly where it's the Wii version. It is the Mio from the PlayStation 2 version of Fatal Frame. Um, I've seen a lot of things go down for Otakon, and some of the cosplays were absolutely outstanding. Some of them,
Or outright just ridiculous.
yeah. I have never seen so many cross dressers in my life.
Really?
Oh my god, there were so many. There was like a Sailor Moon brigade.
No.
Yeah.
There's too many of that.
It was a Sailor Moon brigade with some guy, some Sailor Moon guy. You would have thought he was an amazing cosplayer from the back. From the
Yeah.
front, you seen this huge beard going down his chin. I'm like, oh my god.
Yeah.
Okay, buddy. Thanks. I mean, do what you want. I don't care as long as you're having fun. But still, that was a very big beard. Um,
It's not worth saying some of them. They mix some of those famous movies with children's stuff, like Dumbledore the Explorer.
what?
Dumbledore the Explorer. Dora the Explorer plus Dumbledore.
Oh my god.
It makes a good pick, or someone took the whole Sasunaru thing the other way, and they actually made it so half their body was Naruto, half the other side was Sasuke.
Oh my god. If they pulled it off really well, then they're like gods. But
Somewhat, their friend tagged along and they did something else, kind of exact same thing, except they made it so they were transformed. Half of them was a nine-tailed bird, and the other half was like that bat version of Sasuke.
oh my. All right. And as far as the area in Baltimore was absolutely beautiful. The convention
Great,
was huge.
great ocean seas, wonderful views.
Mhm.
For,
I was showing him pictures, so
for some odd reason, some guy with a rubber chicken.
it was a brigade of Ed and Eddie. How that person ever actually approached us with the chicken is that he came up to us. Well, me and my group. I was with 8 people. Well, I think I it was 8 people. There was a lot of us. Um, and the guy went up to us and flailed a rubber chicken in front of us, and he just goes rubber chicken, and then he starts doing this like this kind of walk where his like back slouches very far back, and his legs go in front when he's walking. If I'm explaining that correctly.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah, that is mainly how we wound up seeing him. And then then a few of the 3 more people came, and it turns out it was cosplayers of Ed, Ned, and Eddie with Kevin.
Yeah, these.
They, it was wow. I was actually really impressed because anime next. An anime next.
I'm sorry, but Double D looked good. The Ed one was nice. The Kevin was it, but the Eddie did not look anything like Eddie.
Yes,
The
he
only thing it
did.
resembled was the shirt.
No, you didn't see the picture far enough. Like, because remember, we were only on, like, you didn't actually see, like, the picture. You just seen it from the camera. Like,
Mm.
the laptop camera.
It's on your phone camera.
Yeah, that was my phone camera, yeah. But remember, everything, like, gets, like, weird when you show somebody a picture from a phone to, like, over on Skype, you know?
Uh,
The unibrow was there, and it was just, wow. They did a good job. They did a very good
yeah,
job. Um, and the dealer's room. Oh my god, that was packed.
how packed was it?
Oh my god, like it was a maze trying to get out of there. And you had big companies like Funimation, Aniplex, and so on and so forth. And you also had stars there like Vic McDonough, the director and the art designer of Sword Art Online. Um, and big music stars such as Homemade Kazaku, which Kazaku means family, so Homemade Family, and TMR, TM Revolution, basically. I though I got to see them in concert at the convention. Waiting out there for an hour was worth it. It was amazing. And they were mentioning stuff about like the relief for Japan and the earthquake that happened there and how blessed they were. They even did a song that you only got to see at Otakon. I was so happy to have seen that. I didn't even I really wasn't aware of what groups are what because I usually just listen to music and I just go with it. But wow, they pulled off a heck of a performance. They were amazing. I enjoyed myself. Um, let's see what else. What else happened?
Did you see Phoenix right there?
Did I see what?
Did you see Phoenix right?
You broke off a little bit. One more time.
Did you see Phoenix right
No.
there? Oh.
Uh, the convention, if you're not careful with your money, however, can definitely make you poor. But that's like with any really big convention. Um, or really any convention you go to. Because like
Yes.
a plushie, like a small Miku plushie, was $15 there. CDs that I brought home with me, for Lisa's single crossing field, only 4 songs, $16. Worth it. It was worth it.
Hey, spending $16 on CDs.
Yep, because I got to put the music on my computer. But this was a very fun experience. I really would like to do that again. Um, but that compared to Comic-Con. Now this is where people are gonna start getting mad at me. Comic-Con. It got nothing on Otakon.
Eh. I like Comic Con because I'm actually able to get to it, and a lot of people know about me there.
Well, this was before I started doing Let's Plays. Like, I went there with a friend and her mom, a few years ago, and her mom bought 3 tickets, and she only got back 2. We had to bribe the person at Comic-Con that was distributing the tickets to give us another one. That took about 20 minutes of our time there. And she had to, like, slide it, like, all sneaky, like, and she's like, don't tell anyone from the staff that I did this, but here. I'm like, thank you. Thank you very much.
What she
Before,
knew.
she gave us a free pass because we got gypped out of one.
Oh.
Yeah, that wasn't too fun.
That's why you can still the staff
Yeah.
they leave.
Mhm.
We can't leave.
Oh. Well, other than that, panels. That was a nightmare trying to get into because we couldn't get into any.
What?
And this was all from just my first experience there.
Oh, crowded?
No, it wasn't even crowded. It was the staff.
Oh.
The staff had me and the 2 people that I was with. We got onto this line for Miku. It was like a Miku panel or something. And we go on it. 5 more people show up as soon as we get online. And they only removed me, my friend, and her mom off to the side and said that the line was full. I'm like, are you kidding? Nope. I had no idea why. So literally all we did was walk around and did nothing because we couldn't do anything. There was karaoke there. I wanted to do karaoke. Oh, you gotta be VIP member. There we go. Member. You gotta be a VIP member. Oh, thanks. Comic-Con. Totally. Totally worth going all the way to New York. Yeah, thanks. Uh, let's see. What else have I experienced there? Oh, the convention, and I was sitting at a table, completely bored out of my mind. But we were on a lower part of the floor, and there was somebody that had, I guess, fainted or had some medical issue. Not any older than me. So this guy was, at the time, the guy was probably in his early 20s.
Oh, wow.
He was on the floor and all we heard was someone scream, help, or something like that. And I'm like, what is going on? And the guy was like, oh, you need, we need to get medical assistance. Okay, that's reasonable. Because, the guy was there was probably something wrong. And so, then, everyone had to leave Comic-Con. It got closed early because of that. Okay. So, and we just started the thing again. Yeah. Yeah, as far as the whole, trip went, The con was nice because I got to see people that I actually was friends with.
Oh, no, wait. The last
But
thing you're talking about was a kid painted.
oh yeah. We all had to leave the convention early. Like every single person had to leave early because of this.
Because a kid painted.
The kid, I didn't hear anything about him afterwards, but I mean, okay, if you're at a convention, you can't just stop an entire convention because someone got hurt. I've seen people at Anime Next that have gotten severely doped up, all that lovely stuff that involved drugs, alcohol, and medical purposes, and they had them removed by the ambulance, but it never stopped the entire convention, you know?
Yeah.
So you know, I hope the guy's okay, but basically all the stuff had to close down early because of this. And the guy was not bleeding or anything like that. It's not like, something had happened. I think it could have been anything, I don't know.
Probably could have just been a medical condition. Maybe he
Yeah,
fainted.
probably. But I feel bad, like I felt so bad. I wanted to help, but I wasn't sure what to do. I really hope if you're watching this, if you're the dude that fainted a few years ago, I hope you're okay. I really, truly do, but you understand what I'm saying, though, right?
All of a sudden, he just comes into your bedroom all dressed in white and has a bunch of angel wings behind him going, "Oh, I'm okay. Thanks for your concern."
Don't even say that, please.
Eh.
That's not even funny.
I know it wasn't not supposed to be meant to be funny. Mono Bear's here. He's making me say it.
Uh, let's get off this depressing topic. Uh, yeah, so,
Okay, how about the past costumes you wore?
I have cosplayed Yuna. Haruhi Suzumiya one time. Only once because I was in a rush. And it had to be made, like, that night before Anime Next. I was also Len from 10-2. Well, Final
Yay.
Fantasy 10-2. And I was Luca. And I also cosplayed Pfeffery from Homestuck. And this past convention, I was Mio. I did not have a camera with me, I'm sorry. But it was very fun cosplaying her. She was definitely one of my more comfortable cosplays. Very comfortable. Other than the shoes giving me a blister on my foot, yeah, it was fine. Just the weather over in Maryland was humid. It was so humid. Yuck.
Well, at least your costume ideas were actually pretty good. The ones I went as were kind of iffy.
Mm.
The past ones I've gone as is I went as Totoro from My Neighbor Totoro, um, a fat shadow bandit from the Kingdom Hearts series, Gluttony from Full Metal Alchemist, and what's that guy's name? He's from Persona 4. Kanji.
Mm. Time or wait, what?
What?
What? What were you cosplaying? From Persona 4.
Persona 4.
Yeah.
Kanji.
Oh. Oh my god, what did my headphones receive? Oh, whatever.
Wow, what does it sound like?
It sounded like you said time. I'm like, what the frig? What are you talking about?
Yeah, I went as a tie.
No, I said time.
Oh yeah, I went as a time. Going like, hey, look, there's a clock over there. What time is it? It is 12 o'clock.
um, but I also also at Otakon, I have seen many cosplayers from Danganronpa. I was very surprised because I heard it is like not that big yet in the U.S., but Jesus, I seen 2 Sakuras running around. Like 6, maybe 7, 8 Aoi Asahinas. 1 Nagi. Um, I don't know who this chick is, but she has pigtails and she has on each pigtail, like the band that will hold the pigtails in. It's mono bear. Uh,
Oh wait,
you
she
know who I'm talking about, right?
does a person kind of look like Mono Bear?
No, 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 no. It's a chick in like a school outfit, but you know what? All right, but you know what I mean, though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know her name, but I seen one of her. I don't have the picture on here right now, but I just sent it over to him because I don't think you guys could actually see a link. I've seen a few actually like about four Fukawas running around and Shihiro. I've seen like one cosplay of him, but and I know one of my friends was actually cosplaying Shihiro too, so there was 2 of them running around. I didn't see my friend though, but I seen the other one. Um, hmm.
Not many of the other people.
That was all I've seen.
Pretty sure Odawa was outside.
Owada.
Owada. I'm pretty sure he was outside riding his bike.
Well, the cosplayer. I mean, I didn't see any.
Hmm.
Oh wait, no wait. I did see. I actually did see one of Owada, but um it wasn't that great of a cosplay. It was basically like an attachment to the guy's head for the hair.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out how the heck does someone get that type of hair.
But I seen a really amazing Aoi Asahina running around. She actually looked spitting image to the Aoi in the game. Even with the hair, how her hair is like swirled,
Yeah.
the hair was like that too. I'm like, oh my god, this is amazing.
Should have asked the one question that I found out on the game then. If it matters, going, do you do the exact same exercise that you do in the game?
Yeah, that's really funny. And I also seen a lot of Sword Art Online cosplay. Woo! That was really fun to look at. It was like a
Especially the one where you saw Kirito teaching Yui to lift a sword.
Yeah, that was so cute. It was the Yui cosplayer actually made her stuff, and she looked phenomenal. Like I wouldn't have been able to do a better job. um, and what was also really funny was when I was boarding the train to go to Baltimore. Half of it was for Otakon. The other half of the bus was for um
Catching another bus.
no, it was for a concert like Jay-Z or something like that.
Huh.
I'm like, oh, you're in the same area? Okay. I don't know who was performing. If anyone can tell me in the comments below who it was, because I can't even remember off the top of my head. Please. Tell me. Because I don't remember. It's been since Thursday. Half of my mind is still back at Otakon right now, so give me some break.
Also, will you be making more videos now since you're back, or no?
Yeah. I need to. I really need to. able to upload really anything. I need to finish uploading Crooked Man. The game is finished, and I know I keep saying this, but I've been so busy. Like, this is the first time in a while that I've been able to really get a hold of getting my
Right.
videos back. Okay. Uh, and I mean, I met some pretty awesome people on the bus. They were pretty cool.
Yeah.
The only thing that wasn't cool about the convention was how disorganized it was. But it may have been from the fact that it was Otacon's 20th. It was its anniversary. I don't know what else to add.
You pretty much covered the whole basis of what you did there.
Okay. But yeah, I do recommend going to Otakon. Otakon is fun. Just don't blow your money and be careful, because I've seen a lot of people coming up to me. Do you have money? Do you have this? Do you have that? And some of them had alcohol reeking off of them. You know that they're probably those types of people that will go out and get more alcohol if you give them money.
Yeah, that's why I never usually hand money out to anyone.
But here's the difference here. The first person that came up to me asking for money, she was like, "Can I have $5 to get food? I'm homeless. I'm hungry." But she actually looked very healthy, and she was clothed, and like she looked like she lived somewhere.
That's why you asked the question. But, okay, then how come you look so healthy then?
Well, see, I didn't say that at all. I just said, no, I'm sorry, I'm from out of state. Which is true, I was from out of state.
Yeah.
But, and then a few moments later, an old woman came up to me. She looked, she actually did look homeless. And she's like, "I am homeless, and all I'm asking is for 25 cents so I can raise enough money for $20 to get groceries." See, I don't mind giving her a quarter, I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna give you a quarter, like, because that's what she asked, why not?
Yeah, that's more reasonable. If it's 25 cents, then okay, here, go ahead, have it. But if it's going, can I have $5? No.
I needed to get home too. And then later on that night, another woman came up to me. She was drunk. Oh my god, she was drunk. There was alcohol, like, reeking off of this chick, and she's like, "I'm homeless. Can I have some money?" No.
No.
Nope. No. Not happening, I'm sorry.
Get the hell away from me, you stinking drunk.
And this was at, like, maybe 12:30 in the morning. It's kind of scary when you're walking back to your hotel that late. Of course, like, I was with friends, but still. There's always that chance.
Yeah, the only worst thing I've ever had dealing with that thing is just some random person coming over, they came right up to my face and go like, "I got a question for you. You want to have sex?"
What?
They actually just came up and asked me that just right in front of my face and just ran off.
What? That is very awkward.
It was. They didn't even give me an answer. They didn't even let me get an answer right. Just go, "You want to have sex?" Then run away.
That's very weird.
It was weird. The only thing that was kind of funny about it was they dropped something on the way out. They dropped a keychain.
Oh my god. No, that just reminded me of something. I was yesterday, before I came home, I was waiting in just one area. What was it? It was by the artist alley, which, by the way, I didn't even get the chance to actually look at it, let alone the dealer's room, because I was in such a rush. These two people just kept walking by, and they're like, "Oh, and my keys, oh man, my keys were in that bag." I'm like, Six Flags a long time ago. Once I know this is completely irrelevant, but kind of relevant at the same time. We went on King Ka, and it was me and a family friend, and we were going on King Ka, and one side of it was completely filled with people, and the other side was like 3 people. So we went obviously on the shorter side of the stick, you know. Like,
Yeah, so that's the idea to do for it.
And we went on the quickest line, which was like nobody there. And we sat down, and these people that came in front of us, all you hear is, oh, I got my phone in my pocket, I got this, I got that. Okay? I'm not going to butt into the conversations, but they're pretty loud. And so we go up the roller coaster, we're going all the way up, and then when you know how King Ka is, go down.
Yeah.
And going down, the guy's money started flying out of his pocket, and it met us down at the bottom of the ride. All you see was change flying out of his pocket, and it's like going at the same speed as us. Maybe a little faster. It was so funny.
Yay, free change!
So, the family friend started grabbing the change. And he's like, I got 2 quarters! And all you hear is, holy shoot! And all you hear that going all the way down. He's like, my keys! He got off the ride and he started patting himself down. He's like, my keys, they in my pocket. This is why when you go on roller coasters, zipper your pockets.
That too.
Lesson for everybody.
Now, if you're going to Six Flags, ride a roller coaster, and you're bringing a drink on there, make sure you start flipping the drink.
Yeah. Okay, I don't think I have anything else to add.
No, I was about ready to ask you exactly how long is this video going to be?
Anytime you want to stop.
Good night, everybody.
Like, favorite, comment, subscribe if you enjoyed. This was just a boring talk. Just
Yeah.
to know where we were, where I was. I gotta get back with him to record Danganronpa. So, yay!
Yay! Bye.
Alright. See you later, guys.
Ekimashi!